like to welcome in studio from the Farmer's Table, which is the new restaurant here in the town of Newport. Moved here, almost half a year ago now. We have Randy White. How are you?
I'm well, Steve. How are you?
Doing well. I appreciate you popping in. I know restaurants, it's sometimes hard to get you guys in early in the morning like this. Early for you guys because restaurant people go to bed a lot later than I go to bed. So thank you for coming in here.
And we get up early and we go to bed late.
So how are you? I loved the idea of Farmer's Table moving from Grantham to Newport, and you made it through the winter. Golf season is now finally here. You guys must just be jamming.
Yeah, I'm very excited and happy that the golf course opened for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It was this past weekend, Saturday and Sunday. A lot of golfers, but not only golfers, a lot of non-golfer guests who came in and had breakfast and had lunch and enjoyed the outdoor seating offered both in the downstairs cafe area and in the upstairs tavern area, which is all part of the Farmer's Table Cafe and Tavern.
So we were talking off there when you popped in, and I was saying, so I don't golf. I love the idea of golfing. I'm just terrible at it. So I don't do it as much as I probably could. But I had never been upstairs. I've been in the golf club before, and when I knew that you were moving there, I thought it was just that one downstairs area. There's a little bar, some tables. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then saw the upstairs, like, oh man, this is fantastic. So are you getting that a lot where folks that don't golf, that attend and go to the Farmer's Table here in Newport, are realizing that it's actually 2 stories?
Yeah, I do get that a lot, Steve, and I need to fix that and correct that. And I try to chat with every guest that comes in to let them know that, hey, we're not just this downstairs space. We have a whole very nice tavern space upstairs, which has, full service just like it does downstairs. Several tables, nice bar area, and again, the outdoor seating with beautiful views. So the Farmer's Table Cafe and Tavern is 2 floors, open to the public, welcome to the public on either floor, a floor of your choice. So,
and yeah. I've been noticing you're getting a lot of live music on the weekends.
Yeah, we're doing Saturday nights typically, but sometimes Fridays as well. My good friend Daryl's band came in a couple weeks ago, Talking Smack.
Oh, yeah.
A local Newport guy,
yeah.
And they were fantastic. But yeah, every Saturday night we have live music. Typically it is a single or a duo, and that's a big hit. People really love the live music. It's set up right at one end of the tavern upstairs, and people really enjoy it. We also are doing live music on Thursday nights as an open mic event. So my good friend Jeff Russell hosts that. Sometimes I host it. Turns out I'm a musician myself, but generally more busy running the restaurant and making sure my guests are happy. But I do try to carve out some time to play music also. But yeah, Thursday night, open mic, and Saturday night, hired acts, so to speak. We have Brooks Hubbard is coming up in a little bit. I'm sorry, I don't have my calendar in front of me. I got to memorize these things. But
that's a big name.
Yep, Brooks is coming. We had... we booked Rebecca Termel. She's another big name. And Second Wind, Clint Pecor, Bobby Sheehan, to mention a few. And if I'm missing anyone, please forgive me. But you can go to farmerstablecafe.com, events link, and always see what the upcoming music is.
Okay. Now, the Farmer's Table itself, the restaurant portion besides the entertainment, when are you guys open?
So we are just finishing up our winter hours, which had been Wednesday through Sunday, 11:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., with the exception of Sundays where we just started breakfast. And we've been doing breakfasts on Sundays only from 8 a.m. to about 2 p.m. That all said, we're just about now ready to open 7 days a week. When the golf course is open, we are open.
Okay.
And so we're going to offer breakfast from 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m.
Wow.
And then go to our lunch menu from about 11 to, closing.
That's This is ambitious hours because the golf course seems to be open for a long time.
Golf course is open for a long time. Staffing is always going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So if anyone's listening out there, whomever is listening out there, looking to join a fun and fast-paced team, give the Farmers Table a call and or apply online.
Now, for those that had gone to the Farmer's Table when you had it in Grantham versus now, are there any changes to the menu or changes to the concept of the restaurant?
Yeah, we're kind of morphing into being a obviously golf course themed restaurant. So we're going to offer breakfast sandwiches, grab and go kind of thing for our breakfast.
Okay.
I mean, breakfast itself is brand new. I had never done breakfast in Grantham when I was there. When I bought the restaurant in Grantham in 2020, I remained what it had been, which was, lunch and dinner. And so our breakfast menu is all new, but it's all good American-style breakfast. You want 2 eggs over easy, home fries, a couple pieces of bacon, or if you want pancakes, or if you want a ham steak, we have that available. A couple other menu items that are also new to our lunch and dinner menu. My chef, Doug, is fantastic. He's got training in the southwest area of the country from Arizona. He learned under a chef out there how to make a fantastic pork green chili, which is our new house chili. Buffalo chicken dip is another newish menu item. We sell a lot of farmhouse burgers.
Okay.
So that's probably our number one seller, but we're doing a few twists on that as well, having introduced a rodeo burger, which is a great burger with onion rings and barbecue sauce on top, and that's going very well also.
Nice. So you bought the Farmer's Table in 2020. You decided, hey, there's a mass pandemic. All restaurants are shut down. Let's buy a restaurant.
Crazy, huh?
That is crazy. I was just thinking, I'm like, man, that's a gamble and a half right there.
Yeah, it sure was. So my history is in IT.
Oh.
I was a computer guy, a computer analyst for the past 10 years and a computer guy in general for the past 25 years. I had just come back to Dartmouth-Hitchcock as a computer analyst. Dartmouth-Hitchcock having been my home for about 13 years. I spent 5 years down at a hospital in Manchester, and then I got a job back at Dartmouth-Hitchcock in Lebanon in 2020. March of 2020, started my new job, and the very first day where Dartmouth-Hitchcock sent all of their non-essential in-house medical type clinical people were there, of course, but me as a computer guy was sent home. So I showed up for my first day of work, logged into my computer in an empty building, and then picked up my computer, brought it home, logged in again, and there I remained working from home from March of 20 until June of 20 when I decided, this isn't really for me. So I quit.
Okay.
And I said, oh, shoot, now what am I going to do? Well, as it turns out, I was very good friends with the owner of the Farmer's Table at that time, Sarah, having played music there for her in the past. And so I approached her because she had shut the Farmer's Table down also in March of 20 due to COVID. And so I approached Sarah sometime that late June or July of 20 and began discussions of the possibility of buying the Farmer's Table. And one thing led to another, and we signed papers in September, and I became the new owner of the Farmer's Table, although COVID was still very much raging at that time.
Oh, yeah.
But the idea was, hey, I'm betting that this isn't going to last forever. I love the restaurant, always did as a guest and a performer there. And so we opened the doors Saturday after Thanksgiving of 2020.
Okay.
And from there, with all COVID protocols in place, we made a run of it. And lo and behold, 2-3 years later, we're the busiest restaurant in town.
Fantastic. And you were doing that for a while and then decided to move from Grantham to Newport.
So that's a really Interesting, and probably another crazy thing that most people on the surface, that is, what is he doing leaving that great location and moving his restaurant to a golf course? Well, it started with a contact that I made with one of the new owners of the Newport Golf Club, a friend of mine named Bob, known as Birdie Bob. And
that Bobby Shealy, right?
Bob Shealy, that's
Yep,
right.
yeah.
Yep. I met him actually as I was negotiating to buy the Farmer's Table in Grantham back in 2020. Ironically, I met him at the Newport Golf Club.
Oh.
I think on hole number 3 on top of the hill. He was a single, I was a single. So, hey, mind if we play along together? Sure thing. So we became friends, and I've known Bobby since that time. In December of 2022, the news was announced, I think I read it in the Eagle Times, that the Newport Golf Club was purchased by a group of investors, local folks who whose goal was to bring the golf course back to life, which was great news to me. So I reached out to the principal owner of the investor group, a great guy named Don Haig, and sent him an email, asked him what he was planning on doing for food and bev. He replied right away in email that he had already made an arrangement with another local chef. And I said, well, that's great and good luck. Now cut to about July of 22, and we basically made contact again, both Newport Golf Club and myself, and begin negotiating for me to move in there at first as a second farmer's table, perhaps. But due to many reasons, I decided to just move the entire restaurant.
Yep.
With the idea being, let's look to the future. And I just love the location. I love the views.
Yeah.
And again, back to the room at the Newport Golf Club and the clubhouse, downstairs dining and upstairs dining area. I just see such huge potential there. Plus the quality of the new ownership there made it very attractive to me to make this crazy decision to take a thriving restaurant from Grantham and move it entirely to Newport. And I'm very glad I did because, again, as the golf course is open now and guests are coming in, certainly golfers, but even the public. And I certainly welcome the public to come in to enjoy our space.
And that was one thing I was going to ask you. We're talking to Randy from the Farmer's Table, which is located at the golf course here in Newport. I can assume that one would now feel, oh, you're at a golf club. Do I have to be a member? Or is this only for golfers? But your restaurant is an open restaurant to anyone, just happens to be at a golf club.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's a message I need to maybe do better of, to make clear and to let everyone know, hey, we welcome all. We're the same farmer's table that we were before. Again, talking about the menu, much of the same items, but several new items. But yeah, open to the public, absolutely. We welcome the public to come in and enjoy the beautiful space.
I love the fact that you're here in Newport. Very excited about the new ownership. I know it's been a couple of years now, but the local ownership with Newport Golf Club, they're crushing it. They're doing a great job for this community. It's local people running a local golf club. I think it's a home run for the Newport area. And to have you there with high-quality food, a fun pub atmosphere upstairs in the tavern, and then you get the cafe area downstairs. Should be fantastic, and I'm really excited for your first full summer at the Newport Golf Club with the Farmer's Table.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Steve. Thank you. I'm super excited as well.
Randy, anything else to get on about the restaurant or in general?
Well, I think we've covered almost everything. I'll be thinking of something after we get off the air. I should have said this or I should have said that.
Yeah.
But no, I think we covered it. Any questions, if anyone from the public has, please, by all means, call the restaurant. If we don't pick up the phone, it's because we're busy, and please leave a message. We do our best to get back to you as soon as we can. 603-863-9355. That's our phone number. And again, find us on the web at www.farmerstablecafe.com. And again, I'm Randy White. I welcome discussion with anyone from the public with any questions. We do have a mission statement that we try to adhere to at all times. Great food, great service, every guest, every time.
Well, awesome. I really do appreciate you coming in. I'm sure you got a lot of prep work and everything else to do to head up to the restaurant and get rolling. You guys are opened up in a little bit, a couple hours. But thank you so much. We'll talk to you down the line.
Very good. Thank you very much, Steve.
It's Randy White from the Farmer's Table Cafe and Tavern. 863-9355 is the website. 863-9355 is the phone number. I got that finally.